Hello everyone, it's Grandma. Welcome to Grandma's Crochet Corner, and this is Baby. Yes, Baby joined us tonight. I was going to say this morning. Baby, well, it is morning really. It's 2 o'clock in the morning actually, but she decided to come along. Well, she put up a little fight, I have to be honest. She did put up a little fight, but Grandma won. I said, no, you haven't been in a video in a few of them. You have to come and be in this one. Yeah, besides, I like it when you're here. Yes, baby. Today I'm going to make some coasters. You know, I love Juan the Yarn Addict, and on Taco Tuesday, which is let's see, what does TACO stand for? Take a challenge on Tuesday, I think it is. TACO. So he takes some crochet ideas out of a jar. And this week it was Stitch Academy, JTYA tutorial, Think Retro, and I put fringe, you know, something from 20 years and beyond. That's 20 years old and beyond. Coaster set cotton, make 2 or more, and then something made out of neon colors. So I decided to pick one, and it was coaster set. So I am going to make a coaster set. And I found this pattern, and I don't know about this pattern. It's a paid for pattern off from Etsy. The strange thing about this is Bloomtail, Etsy, is where I got it from. And as I was looking for other ones, I found the exact same pattern and the same exact picture, but it was from Yawns and Yarns, and it was a 12-year-old Etsy, what do you call it? Their site, 12 years old. So I'm not sure if at first I was like, I'm not going to do that. Did Bloomsdale steal it from Yawns, or are they the same person? I have no idea. But I liked the you know, the finished product, the picture, and I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and crochet it anyway. So that's what that is. So I'm going to put it off the side because I shouldn't really show you the pattern, but I am going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. So it's from one of them, but you can go to either of those places, Loomdale or Yarns, Yawn and Yarn, Yawns and Yarn. To get it. So I'm going to make it out of cotton. It's suggested cotton. I'm going to be using Premier Home Cotton from Premier. 96 yards in one of these. Very soft. It says to use a 5mm, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a 5mm. Yeah, 5mm. And of course, machine wash warm, tumble dry, bow heat. And the color of this is rainbow, but it's so soft. Now, I've never used this particular kind before. I've used the other one there, cotton yarn, that everyone swears by, that I normally use on my dishcloths. So this is the first time for using this, but it feels very soft. So I'm going to go ahead and make my coasters from this. I'm not sure how the coasters will come out. I know what it would probably come out at if I used the other cotton that I would normally use. So there's always that. And it says chain 3 and then slip stitch to the first. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 3, and of course you're going to want to make your stitches loose. I always do when I make my chains. And slip stitch to the first, and there we go. Now I'm going to chain 2 And it says 11 double crochets in the center. That seems simple enough. If I can get it open. There I go. There. So how's everyone's week been? Mine's been pretty darn good. I had a friend surprise me. She didn't even call to see if I was home or anything. She just dropped in from out of state saying, surprise, pretty much. So I had a good few days. She stayed for a couple of days. Her and her husband, Walter. So I was excited about that. They'll probably be dropping in on the way back to Maine because they're heading down to Florida to see more family members. So I was excited that I was on her list of people to see as they travel to Florida. So that made my day, or made my week really, a few days. So I didn't get much online time or even anything for that matter, but that's okay. I'm back, but she is stopping on her way back through to Maine, so I might disappear for another day or two. But yeah, had a good time. So we're going to be putting 11 in here. Let's see what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. I hope I was in the video and all that. Come on, get through there. There we go. 9, 10, 11. Okay, we have 11. Now it says chain 2. Wait, slip stitch to top. Okay, we gotta do a slip stitch first. Slip stitch, and now chain 2. 1, 2. And we're not counting that as one of our. Okay, it is saying chain 2 in each stitch around. Double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. So we're gonna start the first one in here and go 1. Let me read this again. Okay. Oh, yeah, baby's gonna go right back to sleep. Like, nope, not ready to be awake yet. I'm gonna stay here and hide. So what does everyone have on the hook? Do you guys, anyone making anything special? I've got a few things on the hook. I gotta get caught up on things. I haven't really crocheted anything this week. Well, I did crochet a teddy bear while they were here to give to their daughter who loves teddy bears and she loves my make. So I gave her a whole bag. Everything that I was going to sell at the yard sale, I went ahead to give to my friend, and I said, go up to Maine and hand them out. So I no longer have any amigurumis in my room here, but I do have some in the other room in the closet. I just didn't want to dig them out. But it's very pretty. I do like these colors. Very pretty colors. See? Not too bad. I hope you guys can see if I crochet off to the side, but I gotta remember I have to come over here a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. Now we're going to do a slip stitch right there. See that? You got the chain 2 right there. 1, 2. We're going to go right into that chain 2. And we're going to slip stitch that together. Now I'm going to go 1, 2 again. Now it's saying 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So they are counting this chain 2 as a double crochet. And so in the next stitch, and then it's double crochet, and all right, so we're just doing 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So it's basically an increase every other stitch. So single crochet, double crochet, then 2 double crochets. Double crochet, then 2 double crochets, an increase. One double crochet, and then 2 double crochets, 1 increase. Now, I'm making coasters, and this is the first one I'm making. And I've never used this yarn before. And I almost wish I went down a half size. But we'll make this one and see if we like it. So I gotta do 1 double crochet, and then an increase, 2 double crochets. This is a very easy pattern. Yeah, this is just a typical flat circle you can find anywhere. And you're gonna do four rows. So this is just, I didn't even need to get a pattern for this. It's that basic. You can find this anywhere. Just find, do how to make a flat circle, and that's what this is. It's just a basic, nothing extraordinary or anything. It's a basic round flat circle. Now 2, back to 1 double, and 2, then 1, 2, 1 and 2. And of course you're going to attach it, slip stitch right there on the top of the chain 2, go right in there, and there you have number 3. Third row done. And the next row is chain 2, double crochet and next stitch. Okay, this one is easy too. So 1, 2. The next stitch you're going to do 1 double crochet. Then you're going to do an increase. Increase is 2 double crochets. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to do 2. 1, 2. Then 1 double crochet. 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then an increase, that's 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. We're going to do that around. Now see, if I would have done, you know, a stitch test at the beginning, I would have gone down a half size. So after we go around this round, that's going to be a double. Let's go down a half size, then you'll see what I mean. Now this is going to be a coaster. And these are nothing to make. It's very, very simple. Yeah, we're just gonna do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 double crochets, 1 increase in the next stitch. Real simple. Super simple. Then 1, 1. Yep, now we're doing an increase. So far, that's how it looks. Not too bad. It looks kind of cute. Yeah. I love these colors. But we're going to finish this one. And then we'll make another one. Going down a half stitch, half size in the hook. We're almost done. And then we can compare them. And if I am right, then I'll probably like the half size smaller. And this is why you do your little tests. Some things you like your stitches loose. Now this will probably be fine, really, having a set of coasters that are loose. Seriously. you know, I mean, that's not really that bad. But I don't know. Some things I just like my stitches fairly, you know, tight. And who knows? It could just be because this is just very soft yarn. It's not, is it 100% cotton? Let's see. Oh, it's 85% recycled cotton and then 15% polyester. But it's still very soft. Okay, this one's gonna be an increase. Then we'll do one, and we'll do an increase. And go boom, just like that. Now I'm not going to cut that. I'm just going to leave that like that. Okay? We're going to do the same yarn. I'm going to take it out of the bag here. Same yarn. I'm going to take that off. Same yarn. And I'm going to find a needle. Let's see if I can find the right size. That's a 425. I want a 4.5. Nope. 4.5. Nope. Come on, I know I have a 4.5. Here it is. All right, so we're gonna keep that there. And we're gonna do another one. And just see the difference between both of them. So I got my slip stitch, my slip knot. 1, 2, 3. Gonna go ahead and slip stitch, make my circle. Chain 2. 1, 2. Gotta make sure I stick underneath the camera here. Gotta open up that circle a little bit so we can see. And we're gonna do 11 double crochets, just like we did the other one. Yeah, my friend, she came down from Maine in the spring too, in March, and we had a blast. We had a good time. She is such a bubbly person. But years and years ago, we became best friends. We were both living, we were living together with our kids. We were going through our divorces, you know, our breakups, and we lived together for, I don't know, 6 months to a year. And, you know, we were like each other's saving grace, really, going through a rough time in our lives, and we just needed to have a really close buddy, and we became each other's close buddy. And we've really been friends for years, but we like had a long spell where, you know, life just took us apart, you know, the regular things of life. I moved out of the state of Maine to Texas, and that was that. But we reconnected. All of our kids are grown up. We reconnected, and we're having a good time. Did I? let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 4 more. Yeah, I can already tell I think this one's smaller. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna tighten that up. Get rid of that. Gonna come over here, figure out where our chain 2 is, right there. Right there. Slip stitch closed. Then 1, 2. We're going to do a double crochet right back in that hole that we came up from. There. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets in every stitch. And we're off and running. Just doing an increase. Increase in every stitch, or 2 double crochets in each stitch. Well, if I make this one, I've completed, won the Yarn Addicts Challenge, Tuesday's challenge, or the taco challenge, because I would have made at least 2 coasters. So together we've completed the set, even though this is a tester. And who knows, maybe it'll still be the same size. Gotta get more yarn. Yeah, and baby's sound asleep. I thought I covered her. She must have uncovered herself. Whoops. Slipped right out of my hand. I do like this yarn. There. Yep. It's been so warm lately. Gosh. I can't wait until it gets a little cooler. I love the cold air. I'm sorry, but I do. Let's see if we got our 24. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Got more than 20? How did I get more than 24? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. No, I got 24. I was going to say, I knew I had to count wrong. Jeez. Don't know how to count. Don't know how to count. All right, now we're going to connect it right there. Going to do a slip stitch and come up through here. I'm going to chain 2 now. And we're going to double crochet in the, or do an increase or 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Now this is where we do 1 double crochet and in the next stitch, and then in the next stitch we do an increase of 2 double crochets. There's 2 double crochets there. Then we do 1 double crochet, and then we're going to do an increase, 2 double crochets in the next stitch. See how easy this is? This is so simple. so very simple. Why we needed a pattern for this, I'll never know. We really didn't. It's so simple. It's just your basic round circle. Let's see, did 2, so now we're gonna do 1. All right, you want Mama to cover you up? There you go. There you go, darling. She's backing up, so I gotta make sure she doesn't fall off the desk. There, now I feel better. You're safe. Okay. Yes, you're safe. I know, you're looking at your bed like, why aren't I in my bed? Why aren't I in my bed? Why aren't I in my bed? This is a makeshift bed right here. This is okay. It's okay. Alright, we left off with 1 double, and so we got to do an increase. She's going to leave. She's like, I want my bed. You want me to let you down? Alright, alright, alright. Mama let you down. Come on. Right there. Right in your chair. Yep. And there she goes, back in her bed. Now she's going to dig like crazy. You'll hear her scratching away. Alright, back to this. You can hear her scratching. I can hear her scratching. Alright, double crochet. And an increase or 2 double crochets. Right? Yeah. 1. Then an increase. 1. Then an increase. Let's move this over and do 1. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here with me watching an old lady crochet. Makes my heart melt. Let's see, we'll do 2 in there. I'll do 1. Yeah, we'll test this out. Half a size down. You think it's going to be really much smaller? Let's see, 1, 2, this is going to be 2. Then I'm going right into the top of that chain 2, connect it. Now we're going to do the 4th row, which is, we're going to put 1, so it's 1 double crochet, 2 double, and then an increase. Now with this pattern, really, this is a coaster, but if you had, like if you use double strand of this, you can make like a pot holder. You can make like something you can put on your counter to put like a hot plate on. You can do a lot with this pattern because it's your basic flat circle. You know, you can even do circular dishcloths. I mean, this is just, your basic circle. And very easy doing coasters with this. You know, very, very easy. Now, I probably could have dug in to the center of this and tried to get, you know, the tail from the inside, just pull from the inside, but I just did not want to deal. This is a small enough ball of yarn that I don't mind going from the outside. I just didn't want to pull out a rat's nest. Nope, no rat's nest for me. I'll just grab from the outside. I do with some yarn. And I can never remember how you can tell if it's an inside pull or has to be an outside pull. There is a way to figure that out, and I forget. I'm sure if we Googled it or did a YouTube search, you'd find out, but okay, this is supposed to be a double right here. I know this is a rainbow color, and you're probably not really seeing the stitches too well, and I'm sorry for that. I should have started out with just a basic color, which I have right next to me. One of these nights I am going to be going live. I just haven't done it yet. I think once I start, I probably won't have too many videos like this. And I like doing these videos. It's quiet. You know, I don't know. We'll see. See, one, then two. We're almost done with this row, and we can see what a half size down does. One, two. Maybe it won't be any difference. It looks like about the same size. We'll see in a minute. We shall see in a moment. And the last stitch. Now we get to see the size difference. Look at the size difference. That's with a 5, and that's going down with a 4.5. And that is quite the difference, don't you think? Yeah, quite the difference. That's just a half a size. You put them on top of each other and you can somewhat see, but laying next to each other like that, you definitely see the difference. Now this here reminds me more of a coaster size, you know. But can also use that one. Well, that's my make 2 coaster challenge using cotton yarn. I think I accomplished it. That was won the Yarn Addicts Taco Tuesday challenge, and I think they look fine, just like that. Probably gonna go ahead and frog this one, maybe? I don't know. I like this one. I like this one. What one should I frog? I don't know. But challenge complete. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry that baby wanted to go back to her bed. And I shall catch you all tomorrow with more little adventures of Grandma crocheting. And there we have it. So all I can say is thank you for coming. Thank you for letting an old lady chit-chat. Be nice to one another, please. Love on your pet. If you don't have a pet, or even if you do have a pet, consider a rescue, another rescue. I have 2 rescue pets and I don't regret. And on that note, bye-bye, everyone. Sweet dreams. I am going to put away, clear off my desk, and go night-night myself. Bye-bye.